You already know who it is. Faith in the Strat. Let's get this shit. All right, guys. So we got a crazy week ahead of us, a week loaded with data. We have CPI and PPI, and we have an emergency Fed meeting this Monday, today. Now, looking right now on SPY, we actually pushed up off of the Friday close. Friday, we closed about 38.62 right now. And after hours, we're looking at 39.05. We passed the weekly opening gap, came through it. I'm looking to see if we're going to retrace and bounce. Shout out to SPX Mentorship. We all got an SPX calls at the bottom, and we're swinging these for a few days. So hopefully the major red news on the calendar can give us a reversal. Obviously, we're managing our risk. Nobody's YOLOing. We're taking advantage. Guys, this is the time to take the major advantage of the market. We just had a major bank crash. We had another one close to crashing, and the same bank, I forgot the name, that crashed, they just were bought. So HSBCU actually ended up buying the bank. I don't really know how that's going to work. But yeah, SVB Capital, they were bought by HSBC. So we look at the dollar. You can tell the dollar realistically, it looks bearish as fuck. The lower the dollar gets, the higher ES is going to get. So I'm waiting for it to come down to this area, to be honest. Another fire trade we took, gold. Shout out to everybody who took gold. We're swinging those up currently 300% on monthlies. I'm looking to take this all the way to old highs. I'm adding, to be honest. I see us, hitting 1900 and then some on gold, especially when you look at the broad information and you look at the lows that we came from. Gold has potential. This is the one. If you were in Discord, if you were in mentorship, we actually took buys around here and here. And if you were in Discord, we took buys off of the open on Friday. Look at that. Comes down, sweeps all the lows. Gold, I expect to continue. Probably going to end up holding and adding to my swings. Now, another one high on my list is going to be FRC for a gamble. Look at this bank. It's already bounced, hit the low, bounce, and it's failing in pre. Look at that. It's already past my levels. So I had it between these two levels. It's already passed below. I'm looking to short this off open if we can lock in a low and continue down. That's going to be FRC. Now, for my major trades this week, number one, it's got to be the crypto base. If you look at the crypto market right now, it's on fire. Now, it could be because of what's happening in banking is causing people to panic, just like gold. Usually when ES stuff looks unstable, investors look to put money in like bonds and gold and crypto. Or it could be, people taking profit causing a bounce because when you cover, you have to buy to cover. Either way, I'm going to take advantage. Bitcoin up 1%. We got ETH is up 13% right now, 13% on Ethereum. Dodge up 7%. The whole crypto market is pumping. And because of that, crypto miners are pumping. So we look at Mara, easy pivot machine gun setup per the strat. And then we look at Riot, the little bro. Riot got kickers. Kickers are in the market. I'm looking to take Riot and Mara both off open. Either or. I prefer Mara. I feel like Mara usually moves a little bit better, but either or, their contracts are dirt cheap. Now, moving on. And there's so many. There's so many setups. Airlines. We got UAL inside 4, so 212 above 51. 51.40, 52, we're saying. Boeing, 2-2 gapper. 2-2 gapper, I'm taking that. Pivot machine gun, 216. Easy. American Airlines, we were in this Friday. A lot of us caught this. I didn't trade this, but I caught the bounce. Called it out on the Discord. A few people hit a ton. Look at this. Bounce off the BF. Hit the high, retrace. It's already building up. So when we have all of these sectors moving the same, we want to take advantage. So you look, these are all just inside of JETS ETF. You see a similar setup. You see a BF here to here, low to low. We play broad formations from extremes, guys. Lows to highs, not in the center. None of this junk. Take higher quality trades, guys. Now my last one, it's gonna be like a lotto. It's one, if you've been in Discord, we've been watching this one or I have for weeks. I've been getting my ass burnt on calls, keep buying starter positions, just holding Bed, Bath, and fucking Beyond. This little bastard, this little, I'm gonna watch my language because I'm on the tubes, but we're up 8% aftermarket. We literally had came down on Friday to near all-time lows. I think we did come down. So we came to this key area, which I've been watching forever. And you look, all-time lows are going to be at about 88 cents. Now, this is getting shorted by a hedge fund. I didn't know they had what's called a toxic offering where they agreed to short the shares. Basically because Bed Bath & Beyond was bankrupt. So they reached out and grabbed and borrowed about $1 billion from a hedge fund. The agreement was that the hedge fund could short the shares. Basically, the hedge fund bought the shares for about 70 cents, and they can just continue shorting probably until they hit 70 cents. I don't know if lower, but they're going to continue shorting to make profit. But what happens when you short after a while? You have to cover. You cover, that buys. What happens when you buy? That causes increase in pressure. Look at all these stacked pivots, pivot machine gun. I know how memes run. They usually run 1 to 2 days. Look at that. Day one is here. Anytime day 1, day 2, day 3, then they dump. Look at that. This one actually had a 4-day run. 4-day run dump. You know, they do this pattern very often. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. This day inside. Look at that. Pin bar shooter, even though it's green, that should have told you. Rejection. So I'm looking to take this from the bottom, take these pivots up. If you look, once again, another sector on fire. Memes, we're here for a good time, not a long time. I don't know why my list isn't updating, but all of these are actually up in pre-market. I don't know why on here it's not showing, but let me look at my phone. We got GME up 3.4% right now. What the hell's going on? Hold on, let me see if I can switch that. Yeah, I don't know why my list isn't updating on computer, whatever. GME is up 3.48%. AMC is up 3.53%. Clove up 1.67%. Affirm is up almost 5%, guys. These are quick hits. Once again, you did not. SoFi is up $4.30, and I traded SoFi last week. So SoFi is another one. SoFi high on the list. SoFi is a kicker, another kicker in the market, guys. We're here for a good time, not a long time with these. These are going to be quick scalps, maybe 1 to 2 day swings at the max. These will dump. These companies are not real. They're not backed by anything. They are going to dump. But I like to take advantage of hedge funds covering because I understand price action. I understand what has to happen. I like high probability setups like this. So understand, guys, this week is going to be one of the most monumental weeks for the stock market in a long time. The Fed doesn't really have much options. We have near banking collapse. We can't lower rates. We just raise them. They're trying to raise them more. Jerome is trying to, unemploy like 2 million Americans to balance. Like we're kind of at that teetering point where shit is really going to break out up or down. My bias is we're going to push up a little on ES, and then we're going to tank harder than before. This market, this is just what happens when you print money for years, months, years. You borrow money. Our economy isn't producing anything. We mishandled COVID. So my bias realistically is that we have a lot lower lows. We've handled, the housing crisis terribly, raising rates, losing, people are losing jobs. Everything is just really bad, in my opinion. So I'm looking at the macro and trying to use my TA or quant information to trade the macro better, taking micro entries. Some of these trades are going to be life changers. People in the market, you have to realize there's people who are going to make millions this week. Some people are even going to make billions. And then at the same time, people are going to lose. So you guys have to decide, who do you want to be? Calm down, focus, pick your trade, execute. Don't get chopped up. Don't get stuck on the inside. That's what they're going to do, guys. We have data. Play it light on your foot. Take the high probability setups. Don't take the BS. Don't hold on to losers. Look at this. I guarantee you in this fall, somebody had a bias and they held all this. They blew out. Do not do that. Major zones for ES, I'm looking at 38.05, 41.39, 41.72. I know they seem very far. but those are just major zones to keep an eye on. Monthly open is going to be at 39.68. My institutional level is about close to 4,000, 39.97. Last month's open is 40.85. Those are all major levels on my chart that are staying there, guys. Major levels that are staying on my chart, guys. So that's pretty much gonna wrap up the video. You know, I hope to see you guys in the market tomorrow. You know, Oilyboyz, we're gonna do our thing. And remember, understand the games that they play with you and avoid irrational impulsive behavior. Do not get drawn in. Do not chase the unicorn. Stop playing YOLOs, guys. We're gonna do some real trading tomorrow. All right, guys, take care.